highlights of the 3rd annual Buck Owens Christmas benefit, the U.S. Marine Corps Reserve Toys for Tots show. Recorded live at the Bakersfield Civic Auditorium on Saturday night, December 16th. Let's turn back the clock and relive those great moments. Your MC, Mike Tyra.
Thank you. Boy, we have a great show lined up for you tonight. Some fine, fine stars are going to entertain for you. We'd like to thank you very much for coming out here tonight, bringing your toys for the children of Bakersfield and all of KUZZ country, giving them to the Marine Reserves so that they can be distributed to the needy children all over Kern County. Right now, I'd like to bring out a very dear friend of mine, a man you hear every morning on KUZZ. Here he is, Larry Daniels and the Buckshot.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mike. Good evening, everybody. We think you are going to have a good time tonight because there certainly is a great lineup of talent on the show. And, well, let's get started right now with one of my favorite songs. Woke up this morning, happy as could be. Looked out of my window, what did I see? Coming up the sidewalk, just as plain as day. Well, here comes trouble that I never thought I'd see since you went away. Hello, trouble, come on in. You talk about heartaches, where in the world you been? I ain't had the miseries since you've been gone. Hello, trouble, 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 welcome home. I'll make a pot of coffee, and you can rest your shoes. You can tell me those sweet lies, I'll listen to you. For I'm just a little part of the life you live. But I'd rather have a little bit of trouble than to never know the love you give. Hello, trouble, come on in. You talk about heartaches, where in the world you been? I ain't had the miseries since you've been gone. Hello, trouble, 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 welcome home. Hello, trouble, 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 welcome home. Hey, hey. Thank you very much. I'd like to introduce the fellows in the band, if I may, right now. We've had a real good time working with them for quite some time, in fact. And we'll start over at the far right. How about a nice round of applause for a young man who's heard on many recording sessions that are done in Hollywood featuring your favorite Bakersfield entertainers. I know you know him. How about a nice round of applause for a real guitar stylist, Mr. Leo LeBlanc on the steel guitar. In fact, all of these fellows record for a lot of the Bakersfield artists down at Capitol Records and RCA Victor in Los Angeles. Back on the drums, a young man that really plays up a storm. Would you make welcome Jimmy Phillips? Jimmy? This next fella is going to sing you a real fine song. And you talk about a fella that does a good job of singing. This boy really knows how to handle a good song. Would you make welcome Mr. Dennis Payne?
By the time I get to Phoenix, she'll be rising. She'll see the note I left hanging on her door. She'll laugh at the part that says I'm leaving, 'cause I've left that girl so many times before. By the time I make Albuquerque, she'll be working. She'll probably stop at lunch, give me a call. She'll hear that keep on ringing off the wall. make Oklahoma, she'll be sleeping. She'll turn softly, call my name out low. She'll cry, think I'd really leave her. Time and time I tried to tell her so. Still the old blank. I make Albuquerque, she'll be working. She'll probably stop at lunch and give me a call. She'll hear that phone keep on ringing off the wall. That's all. I make Oklahoma, she'll be sleeping. She'll turn softly, call my name out low. She'll cry, think I'd really leave her. Time and time I tried to tell her so. She just didn't know I would really go.
How about that, huh? Attaboy, Dennis. Real fine.
Let's hear it for Larry Daniels and the Buckshots. Come on, everybody.
Thank you. I think the whole town's here tonight. It's kind of strange for me to have the competition right behind me. But it's okay, Larry. Whenever I get a request for it takes people like you to make people like me, I send them right over to Larry. He takes care of them. Got a real good show tonight for a real good cause, and I'm glad everybody came out, and I imagine that they have got a basket and a half full of toys. I hope you'll make our next guest feel right at home. You should, because he's right from Bakersfield. He's a graduate of South High, has a new record out. Go ahead, South High. Rebel, little rebel yell. Has a new record out called Have You Ever? Let's have a nice welcome for Ronnie Session.
Have you ever dark dungeons of Arkansas. Yes, when you're locked in the cold, dark dungeons of Arkansas. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'd like to do you now one of my songs I've had out for about 2 years ago. Maybe you folks remember it, a song called The Queen of Snob Hill. All righty? Oh! He came down from his mansion, down from the mountain in a big long Cadillac. He told my baby of his wealth and the things that he could do, and it took my baby back. They were married in a church in some fancy clothes, and I crackled, I love her still. But she don't want love, she wants power, you see. She's the queen of Snob Hill. Well, she lived up there, became a millionaire by just saying the words I do. She got a chauffeur and a butler and a poodle dog, and I guess she's got a maid or two. But each night I look up at the lights of the mansion, and I want to climb that hill and bring her back with me, but I know it can't be. She's the queen of Snob Hill. Downtown just the other day, and I saw my old used to be there. She was riding around in a big limousine with her nose up in the air. Well, I started to speak because seeing her gave my heart such a thrill. But I thought I better not. She's high class now. She's the queen of Snob Hill. Well, she living up there, became a millionaire by just saying the words I do. She's got a chauffeur and a butler and a poodle dog, and I guess she's got a maid or two. Each night I look up at the lights of the mansion, and I want to climb that hill and bring her back with me, but I know it can't be. She's the queen of Snob Hill. Yes, she's the queen of Snob Hill. Oh! Thank you so much. Boy, that makes me feel good.
One more time for Ronnie Sessions. Come on, everybody.
Our next artists come from Alabama and Arkansas, respectively, and they came up here by way of Riverside, so you know that they really want to be here to drive on those roads in this weather. You know they're in pretty bad condition, and I mean the roads, not the artists, because I know you're going to like them. Let's have a nice welcome for Bob and Faye Hardin.
We got some country people here, we hope, huh? Is everybody having fun? No. Yeah? Let's all get together and give this band up here a nice round of applause, okay? Thank you. Thank you.
Howdy. Y'all having a lot of good time so far, we hope. I'll tell you, Ronnie Session really whoops the show on you, I'll tell you for sure. We'd like to start off with a bluegrass song, if y'all don't mind. This is my wife, Faye. In case you all get it, I'm the husband of the family. You know, my name's Bob, and my name's Bob Morris, and this is Faye Hardin. So we get that straightened out the first thing. All right? We'd like to do a bluegrass song. It's in the key of G. If anybody's dancing out there, make sure you got a G partner. All right. High on the mountain, what do I see? Bear tracks, looking back at me. Well, you better get your rifle before it's too late. Bear's got a little pig and he's headed for the gate. He's big around the middle and he's broad across the rump, running 90 miles an hour, taking 30 feet a jump. He never been caught, he ain't never been trained. Some folks say he looks a lot like me. Bought me some bees and started making honey way up in the tree. I chopped down the tree, but my honey's all gone. Old Slewfoot done made himself at home. He's big around the middle and he's broad across the rump, riding 90 miles an hour, taking 30 feet a jump. He never been caught, he ain't never folks say he looks a lot like me. Rivers froze over, so where could he go? We chased him up a gully and run him in a well. We shoot him in the bottom just to listen to him yell. He's big around the middle and he's broad across the lump, running 9 miles an hour, taking 30 feet a jump. He never been caught, he ain't never been treed. Some folks say he looks a lot like me. Yeah, some folks say he looks a lot like me. We said our goodbyes long ago. Thank you. Never thinking we'd miss each other so. All the memories we can't leave behind. Oh, we must have been out of our minds.
I loved another, not you.
How foolish, I thought the same too. But they both turned out to be the wrong kind. Oh, we must have been out of our minds. Let's forgive and forget the past we've known,
And
and together the wild scenes we've sown. Surely they can forgive us and find that we must have been out of our mind. Oh, Sam!
I thought I loved another, not you.
How foolish, I thought the same too. But they both turned out to be the wrong kind. Oh, we must have been out of our mind. Yes, we must have been out of our mind.
You're listening to the 3rd annual Buck Owens Christmas benefit, the Toys for Tots Show, co-sponsored by the United States Marine Corps Reserve's Toys for Tots campaign, and presented as a public service of Leo Meek Automobiles at 2711 Chester Avenue in Bakersfield. We'll return following station identification.
This is All-American KUZZ in Bakersfield, broadcasting from the beautiful El Cid Motor Hotel.
Wait, fellas. Got a letter from Mama today. Said she didn't have a lot to say, except that Papa's not feeling too good. Just ain't eating the way that he should. Little brother is still a pest. Little sister is such a mess. Big brother's got a lot of new friends. Big sister's fell in love again. Makes me want to go home, where I can feel free to take a walk and understand people when they talk. That everybody really misses you so. Your best girlfriend has just left town. Some other guy's been hanging around. There's someone here that I want you to meet. A brand new girl living across the street. Makes me wanna go home, where I can feel free to take a walk and understand people when they talk. That old letter from home makes me wanna go home. Makes me wanna go home, where I can feel free to take a walk and understand people when they talk. That old letter from home makes me wanna go home. Thank you. What you gonna do, chime in? He taught me how to yodel. All right, this key A.
And you better play it right. I went across to Switzerland where all the yodelers be to try to learn to yodel with a yodel-a-yodel-a-yodel. I climbed a big high mountain on a clear and sunny day, and I fell in love with the yodeling guy and I could not get away. Oh, he taught me to yodel. He taught me to You big show off. Oh, quit it. Well, you won't let me. And now I'm gonna teach you how to yodel just like me. It's easy while you're singing to go yodel-a-yodel-hee. First you take a deep breath and exhale 1, 2, 3, and then you'll hear the yodel if you listen close to me. Oh, this is how to yodel. This is how to yodel.
Bob Morris and Faye Hardin. Quite a show tonight, and there's lots more to come. It's my pleasure now to introduce one of the All-Americans who is heard every afternoon from 3 to 4:45. It's an hour and 45 minutes. That's pretty short hours. Got to know somebody to get hours like that. Let's have a nice welcome for Buddy Allen.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Merry Christmas to you and a Happy New Year from All-American KUZZ. All right? Gotta say that. Thank you. Our next entertainer is an expert in karate, and so he's not a good guy to mess with. And besides that, he's a great singer and a great songwriter. Would you give a big hand for a guy from Georgia who comes from a family of 15, Freddy Hart. Come on, Fred.
Oh, the keys in the mailbox, come on in. Well, I'm sitting here wishing, dear, I had your love again. And I'll never even ask you where you've been. Oh, the keys in the mailbox, come on in. Oh, jealous me and careless you, the odds were just too great. And I couldn't take those lonely nights you made me sit and wait. I thought I'd seen the last of you when you walked out of sight. Instead I see you in my dreams at night. So the keys in the mailbox, come on in. Well, I'm sitting here wishing, dear, I had your love again. And I'll never even ask you where you've been. Oh, the keys in the mailbox, come on in. Well, I said I'd rather live alone than share your company. And I said don't come around at all if you want more than me. But sitting here alone, I can't deny this flame that burns. I'll gladly take you back on any terms. So the keys in the mailbox, come on in. Well, I'm sitting here wishing, dear, I had your love again. And I'll never even ask you where you've been. Oh, the keys in the mailbox, come on in. I said the keys in the mailbox, come on in. Thank you, folks. Thank you so much. You know, before I sing any more up here, I made a promise to someone who loves you very much, all of you. He misses you, and he told me to tell you so. His name is Eddie Briggs from Radio KUZZ. I made a promise, and now I kept it. He's a good friend of everybody. Here's one for all the lovers in the house now. About to kill them, I think. I'll hold you in my heart till I can hold you in my arms like you've never been held before. I'll think of you every day, and I'll dream the nights away till you are in my arms once more. Well, the stars sky. Oh, they know the reason why I get so blue when I'm away, away from you. I'll hold you in my heart till I can hold you in my arms. Oh, my darling, won't you please wait for me? So blue when I'm away, away from you. I'll hold you in my heart till I can hold you in my arms. Oh, my darling, won't you please wait for me? Thank you, folks. God love all of you. Bless your hearts. This next song I like to send out to everybody in the house and kind of like dedicate to Hank too, because it belonged to him. One called Hank Williams Guitar. I walked into country music's Hall of Fame. An old guitar hung on the wall that bore Hank Williams' name. As I stood in wonder, what a sight to see. I'll swear I heard Hank's old guitar start to talk to me. My friend, you're looking at a lonely soul, while there's memories locked inside of me that's worth much more than gold. You see, Hank and I were closer than friends could ever be, because everything we did together in perfect harmony. Well, I remember one night up in a hotel room. Now to look upon his face, you'd think that his whole world was doomed. But as I stood there in the corner, I could see that a song would soon be born tonight, for he reached his hand for me. He held me like a man would hold his girl. I was the closest thing to him in his lonely world. I could feel a story begging for release. And that night we wrote your cheating heart another masterpiece. Oh yeah, we wrote so many songs just like this. And we're proud to know that we gave the world just a little more happiness. But then Hank told me just before he went away. He said, now, good buddy, I'd like to take you with me, but this time you'll have to stay. I walked out of country music's Hall of Fame. Still I can hear Hank's old guitar crying all in vain. Like a child that's lost, I heard its mournful cry. Hank, oh Hank, I'm so lonesome I could die.
I'd like to mention to you right now that every star, every artist you see on this show tonight gives up their time and their talent for absolutely nothing. They do not get paid 1 cent, and I think that's pretty swell. How about you? Well, as I told you earlier, before I brought out Steve Tripp, this is a community affair with the radio stations in Bakersfield, and it is my pleasure to bring out a well-known gentleman in Bakersfield, country music. He is on KPMC every evening. He's also on Channel 29, which happens to be with ABC. Don't hit me with that camera now. And he's a fine man, a great disc jockey, and a fine, fine MC. Would you please help me make welcome Tumbleweed Turner?
Evening, friends and neighbors. This is a couple that's been around a long time in country music, one of the finest. And they just closed a very successful engagement in Las Vegas Thursday night. And they're here with us tonight, none other than Mr. and Mrs. Country Music themselves, Joe and Rosalie Maphis. Big hand for
Well, thank you. Thank you, Tumbleweed. Good evening to you, ladies and gentlemen. It's real good to be here for our annual Christmas party again and see so many of you out. We got a little thing we generally do about this time of year. It goes back to Bill Monroe, but I thought it'd be appropriate tonight called Christmas Time's A-Comin', huh? Christmas time's coming, Christmas time's coming, Christmas time's coming, and I know I'm going home. And you hear the bells ringing, ringing, joy, joy, hear them singing. When it's snowing, I'll be going back to my mountain home. Christmas time's coming, Christmas time's coming, Christmas time's coming, and I know I'm going home. Christmas time's coming, Christmas time's coming, Christmas time's coming, and I know I'm going home. Christmas time's coming, Christmas time's coming, Christmas time's coming, and I know I'm going home. Thank you. Thank you. Rosalie and I decided that for this show tonight, we got little children at home. I see a lot of little children here tonight, and this is mainly what this big show is for children. And there was a song that the late Patsy Cline had, a big record with this song, and Rosalie used to sing it here on local TV with Cousin Herb. It was one of her most requested songs. And we thought tonight it would be real nice to sing it for you here at the auditorium. It would really be nice if we could see the world through the eyes of a child. That's the title of the song. We hope you might like it.
If I could see the world through the eyes of a child, what a wonderful world this would be. There'd be no trouble and no strife, just a big happy life with a bluebird in every tree. I could see right, no wrong. I could see good, no bad. I could see all the good things in life I've never had. If I could see the world through the eyes of a child, what a wonderful world this would be. I could see all the good things in life I've never had. If I could see the world through the eyes of a child, what a wonderful world this would be.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's a lot of show backstage. We don't want to take up too much time. Isn't there's a great bunch of boys that's working with us up here? They've been working real hard. Larry Daniels and all the Buckshots. We've had the pleasure of having Larry and the boys of the Golden Nugget with us a few times in different places whenever we need a band, and they're just great. We don't want to work them too hard, so I saved this little tune to last. And then we're going to get off, and we want to thank you for being so nice to us, and we also want to thank the folks for letting us come by and take part in such a wonderful show. The Orange Blossom Special. Here we go. All aboard. This is a long train that runs from Bakersfield to Hatchby. Leo. Hey, Leo, that's too old-fashioned. That sounds like Casey Jones. Give me one of them new modern diesels like come through Bakersfield or what's.
You're listening to the third annual Buck Owens Christmas Benefit, the Toys for Tots Show, co-sponsored by the United States Marine Corps Reserve's Toys for Tots campaign, and presented as a public service of Leo Meek Automobiles at 2711 Chester Avenue in Bakersfield. We'll return following station identification.
This is All-American KUZZ in Bakersfield, broadcasting from the beautiful El Cid Motor Hotel.